But
Oh, that would be great. And just like that, we are underway. And immediately have the lamp in Sanctuary. So dark rooms are out of the question now.
Well, yeah. Oh, there goes that. Yeah. So we've got no dark rooms. We've got a fire or a fire source. So. Oh, we had a map check too.
That was extremely quick. All I saw was Eastern Palace being a crystal. Let me take a look here, see if I can catch it. So we have Blue Pendant.
In the White World.
Yeah, Blue Pendant is on Tower of Fair. Green Pendant is Desert.
Wow. Okay, so we're gonna have a lot of dark world dungeons. Those crabs or whatever those are drop in full magic containers. So we got on Anxiety Ledge. Oh, it's just a piece of heart. So at the moment, Aghanim not required, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Aghanim could be hiding something on that pyramid that we need to get to. So could be Moon Pearl on pyramid, yeah.
Or he could actually just be the block for the Dark World for our runners.
Exactly.
You might have the Moon Pearl and no way to get there. Hey, a full heart container.
Love seeing that early on, getting a little bit bigger health pool for the eventual dungeon diving.
Indeed. Both the runners also picking up a piece of heart here, almost same time, real time. So we're getting a decent amount of health, at least so far. Looks like.
Yeah, but no rupees.
No rupees.
If we don't find any rupees here, we're going to have to go pull some bushes for some bombs here.
Oh, maybe we can go complain to the bottle vendor superior and get an item for free, huh?
Oh,
no?
Yeah.
Right. That's why retail day is coming back at me. We are going to check blinds. We have no bombs, as you said. No bombs, no rupees, so hoping to find either one of them here. The odds are pretty high, but then, oh, there's some bombs. And there's bombos.
See? Both have bomb in their name, so we got bombs on the other side, I guess, yeah?
Right, absolutely, 100%.
And there's our Moon Pearl.
Oh, that's conveniently just right there.
And DududeDude gonna go straight down and get some bombs. Not gonna gamble going into the bottom of the well to see if there's bombs there, so...
Okay.
Now, AaronDobbe will be the first one to show us what is in the back of Blind Tut here.
Oh, well, hey.
And just a piece of heart in the chicken hut.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what was bomb locked. Oh, a bottle!
Ooh. That allows them to check Sick Kid while they're here, too. Plus, you gotta love seeing that blue potion. And we have blue mail.
That's definitely worth 100 rupees right there.
Oh, yeah, a lot of blue in Kakariko.
That is a very good point, isn't it?
Yeah, we got the blue meringue, we got the blue mail, we got a blue potion. We've got bombs that were in here. I mean, very blue village. But I mean, aside from that blue mail, and you know, there's not really much that's been here yet.
Well, you know, the Moon Pearl is nice and all, but we have no way to the Dark World yet. It will let them do that glitch to get into the waterfall cave early, assuming we don't randomly find the flippers just like here. Just a kid not having.
Nope, just a big 20.
More bombs though.
All right, so we're looking good on bombs so far. Let's see what AaronDobbe decides to do with those. Let's see if he goes straight into the that race game, or if he checks to see what's on that ledge. I've seen runners do both, so
It's to me it's a hard call, and I always flip back and forth between them. I always feel like if I haven't found anything that's really progression worthy in the village, I tend to like just go for it. But
and it's just bombs. So in the library, it was just looked like it was just a blue rupee and bombs at the race game there. So not much coming out of Kakariko aside from that Moon Pearl. We did get some a bit of a safety with that blue mail, but we'll likely get a chance to see what is south of here very soon.
oh, actually, Aaron's going up to escape, which yeah, that's good. I tend to go this way first. I don't know.
Yeah, I typically do as well. You know, sometimes I'll save it if I have a means of being able to, fully check the actual escape route.
Right.
But I mean, he does have the boomerang and some bombs, so he could go into escape now and get that cleared out.
Oh well.
And there's our hook shot in our red meringue. So AaronDobbe is going to go ahead and head on into escape. Likely be making good use of that hook shot to stun enemies so he can bomb them efficiently.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, he cannot use the Bombos medallion because he does not have a sword yet. Ooh, speaking of bombs, I missed it. We saw that tree pole earlier, but
And DududeDude picking up his red meringue. We'll be grabbing his hook shot here, and we'll likely be following AaronDobbe's footsteps here.
oh, nice reaction with the bombs there from Aaron's side. I never thought of doing that. That's actually pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm not that good.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Christos. I love having bombs being the only means of damaging enemies. It really makes things interesting.
Yeah, placement becomes so much of everything at that point then.
And there's
That's
our bow!
the bow!
Whoa! Alright.
And Dude's going in here too. Yeah, Dude's going in here too, so both runners going to get that.
So it looks like this race isn't going to come down to a hunt for the bow. It's an amazing weapon early on, but, haven't found any arrows yet to go with it, so...
That's actually kind of amazing, considering how late you normally find that thing.
So, with that lamp and the bow, I'd be curious to see if they decide to go straight for Eastern Palace right now, or if they'll kind of check that southern loop part of, Hyrule.
I think you still do the southern loop because Mini Moldorm Cave has like 5 items to check. Personally, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. You're right. Looks like Aaron's going to give us a death warp here.
Yeah, if you go south, there's potential 7, maybe 8 items if you go to the Ice Rod Cave. If you go to Eastern, that's 6 items with the Sahasrah's hut. So in my opinion, it's a toss-up.
Yeah.
But Aaron is going to go into the back portion of Escape. Now, if he does find a key here, he will be able to check the most furthest back point instead of having to wait for the glove to push the grave.
Dude accidentally picked up one of the hearts there, so his death warping is going to be a little slower. No, never mind. It's just going to save him quit.
All right, so we'll see if this pays off for Aaron. He does just find the map, so we are gonna have to wait to find the first pair of gloves in order to go and check the back part of escape here.
That also means the back part of escape is only going to have 2 items of note because one of them is going to be a small key.
Indeed. So
I wonder if that will come into play in the minds of the runners, thinking that, well, there's only 2 items there, so maybe I won't give it as much priority.
yeah, we do finally see our first divergence here, though. DududeDude is going to be going straight for Eastern Palace, finding that bow, while AaronDobbe is going to be checking the southern part of Hyrule. So,
Remember how you called this a toss-up?
indeed. So there's our glove.
There's our power glove.
All right. And just some more bombs for Aaron, so we'll see if that mini Moldorm cave pays off or if the better items are over here in Eastern Palace.
All right. Now the next question is Aaron gonna go check the ice cave? My guess is probably not. Only because it seems like no one checks that until they have either boots or the flute. So
Yeah, it is a rather slow check going over there, without having some way to make it quicker. Being like you mentioned, the flute or the boots. So,
right. Well, let's see. Mini Moldorm cave. Yep. Oh well, hey, a bottle of red stuff and a cape.
ooh, so we've got the cape and the lamp. Possibly could be seeing him. Don't know yet.
Oh gosh.
And on DududeDude's side, we did see the big key in that first chest. So still haven't seen any items here. Got a couple more locations that he can knock out here real quick.
Aaron's actually going up to the ice cave.
And DududeDude finding that green rupee.
Well, of course. It's shiny. See, that's why it's important. How many of those are there again? Like 2?
Yeah, I think there's 2 green rupees, and then there's one of these single arrow.
Well, piece of heart in the ice rod cave, so nothing doing there. Hey, a shield though.
All right, we got our Fisher Price shield. That makes item number 2 here in Eastern Palace. Now, DududeDude finds an item here. He can go straight back to Armos and skip the entire dark portion. It's just the compass. So we will be seeing that dark portion here.
Right. Well, we'll be seeing it though, because we have a lamp. Thank goodness. It's like one of the few dark rooms I've actually gotten used to doing now.
Yeah, it's some of the easier dark rooms in the game. So AaronDobbe does get their power glove here.
So I mean, I'm gonna say obviously, but I think the main play right here is to just finish Eastern Palace. It is a crystal after all, right?
Yeah, you're already in here. You have the means of completing the dungeon. It's a crystal. You get that first crystal knocked out. I think it's one where you just go through and finish it up, and yeah, there's our third item, piece of heart. So. And really quick here, I do just want to say thank you, Mally, for subscribing. That $4.99 sub. So enjoy your Ganon's Tower guessing game, and thank you for supporting this wonderful network of channels here at Speed Gaming.
Absolutely. So where do we go from here? Because we've found all 3 items in Eastern Palace, right?
I think from here, we would go check the back of Escape, see if that has any kind of progression. And then aside from that, I think the only other location we can go without any kind of Dark World access or anything else would be up Death Mountain. Being able to check the Old Man and Spectacle Rock. And then, of course, there is that lovely out-of-the-way location at Agina's Cave.
Oh, goodness, yes. And dude going for the quick kill here. Let's see if he gets it. And he does. Nicely done.
Beautiful execution there, showing why he deserves to be in the top 4 here. So
Absolutely. So 15 minutes in, we have our first crystal collected on the Eastern Palace. Aaron, not really too far behind, and he's already checked Southern Hyrule. So my guess is dude does that right now. So we're gonna have a little bit of resyncing, as it were. Okay, I was wrong. He's not going to go do that right now.
yeah, he may be heading up to check Death Mountain after he gets to the back of Escape here, because I did forget they do have the hook shot already too,
Yes,
so they can check
do.
all of the eastern part of Death Mountain.
That's right. Yeah. So it looks like after this, Death Mountain's probably going to be the play. Right now, as I said, I'm pretty sure there's a small key back here, but hey, we got a bug net and a 5 rupee. There's our small key.
All right, so let's see what Dude decides to do from here. Meanwhile, Aaron is working their way through Eastern Palace. Gonna be picking up their piece of heart here in just a moment.
That sweet, sweet piece of heart.
So it looks like DududeDude is gonna be going up Death Mountain.
Yeah, it's definitely the way he's going. And really, he's not missing out on much. And really, he's not missing out on anything required out of the mini Moldorm cave with just that second bottle in the cape. He may need the cape later, we don't know, but at the moment...
Yeah, it just depends if we find a second sword or if there's anything in that bumper cave.
Right.
And the old man just handing over his life savings of 300 rupees as
Apparently.
thanks for helping him out of the cave there.
That guy's pretty loaded for living inside of a cave.
Indeed.
Alright, so dude is gonna go check the east side of Death Mountain here. He's got the hook shot. He does not have access to Tower of Harry yet, though. No hammer. Or mirror, so... And he actually has no way of killing Moldorm, because he has no hammer or no sword.
Yeah, we'll see if one of those pieces of the puzzle are here. Just 20 rupees and an arrow upgrade, so not much out of these first 2 chests. There's still 5 more up here we can check. And just a heart container. We have our boots. We can go fast now.
We can go fast. And Quake. Man.
All right. So those boots do open up, the Bonk Rocks locations and makes that Agina's Cave a little bit more palatable to check.
Absolutely. I guess this dude's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna hit up Spiral Cave and then assuming what's in there, it'd be really, really mean if Spiral Cave has like the hammer, which means you have to climb back up top here.
Oh yeah.
Not only do you have to climb back up top here, the game expected you to.
That would be very rude of the game.
Very rude. Let's see here.
And it looks like AaronDobbe is going to be following DududeDude's footsteps up here. Going to be checking out Death Mountain. Now, I'm curious to see what DududeDude decides to do from here. Looks like he will be going over to check Spectacle Rock. And from there, where do you think the next place would be to go?
Boy, our options I think are running pretty low with the items we've got right now. Yeah, that's 2 rupees. They're out. So, I mean, Guinness's Cave is really the only place I can think we've got left, right?
Now we've got that, and we've got Bonk Rocks.
Bonk Rocks, right?
Now, DududeDude is going to be finishing up the southern part of Hyrule here. That's one location he hasn't checked where AaronDobbe has, so that's pretty much where the difference is right now. Yeah, at this point, it's just Bonk Rocks and Nagina's Cave. And Zora, of course.
Zora,
we do have the mitts, so Zora is open to us. Now, should they decide to, we can also see some sequence breaks. We do have the ability to walk on water with that Moon Pearl. We can see some fake flippers. So, it's a couple other locations we can check. Now, I don't know if either of these runners want to sequence break, but that is in the cards here.
The best sequence break you could get from that is if Hammer's in Waterfall Cave, because that would allow you to skip what was going to be a required Aghanim otherwise. At least at the point we are right now.
Right. Alright, and while we're just seeing information that we've already seen so far, everybody, if you like what you're seeing here, please give these runners a follow. They've put on a fantastic show. They are our number 3 and 4 racers in the secondary tournament. Come so far, put on a fantastic show for everybody. If you like what you see, give them a follow.
Absolutely. Meantime, I'd also like to give a shout out to our awesome tracker. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Dark Fowls, 1983. Thank you for tracking for us.
Now, one thing to note, DududeDude did wait until he had the boots to come check the southern part of Hyrule and the Ice Rod Cave here, so it is a little bit quicker of a check. Now, it looked like he may have been trying to set up the water walking with the boots there. Let's see if he actually gets it here. And he does.
Oh, and he does. Wow. That is actually one thing I do not know how to do.
Yeah, I think the way that it works is you have to be, like, at the position where... Oh, wow.
Titan Smiths! I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Titan's been locked by the mirror. But yeah, I think the way that works is you have to be to the point where you're either getting ready to fall down the pit or a pixel away while dashing south out of a cave.
Hobo has the ether. And with that, we have all 3 medallions, actually, so... Assuming Misery Mire and or Turtle Rock are in play, which we know at least one of them is, we can get into it.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about what medallions we need now, so all 3 of them are collected.
Aaron finding the powder in the bonk rocks.
All right, so at least we know the answer isn't there. Looks like it's either Zora or Ina's cave now.
That's right. We can't even. We still can't check Batcave because we don't have the hammer.
And looks like Aaron may be setting up the fake flippers here because he's already been down here to check all these locations. And just a piece of heart on Zora's ledge.
It's time to see what the big fish is selling.
And the hammer!
The hammer!
Oh man! All right, so Zora was the key here. That is our Dark World access. DududeDude likely going to be zooming right on over to Kakariko.
I must say, that was very rude of this game to have Zora having the hammer like that. Without having the flippers.
It's so nice to see Zora have an item.
I know, right?
You know, plus, DududeDude's about to get his powder. We can check the bat.
Check the bat now, yeah. And we are 26 minutes in. We have still not seen any hint of an actual sword.
Still calling fourth dungeon.
Well, that hammer does open up Tower of Hera, though.
It does. It opens up Tower of Hera. They have a means of fully checking Thieves Town. So, really good find. It allows them to get over to Palace of Darkness. It pretty much opens up the entirety of the map for these runners.
Yep. Oh, Batcave just giving you 20 rupees for stopping by and saying hi.
And looks like both these runners are going to be entering in the Dark World around the same time here.
Yep.
Pretty close to being synced up. So what are you hoping that we find next?
Huh. Probably Fire Rod. Speaking of which, red crystals are Swamp and Skull Woods. Our other pendant is Ice Palace. We gotta check at the same time for both these guys. Nice. So, with that now, I think I would like to see let me think here.
I would like to see the mirror,
Mirror?
just so I can get those Titan's mitts out of my head.
You know what? Mirror and book. And you know why I like to see those two items next?
Desert Palace?
That actually means we could defeat both Desert Palace and Ice Palace.
And we just found our silvers and our first sword here. Aaron found the silvers in the chest game. DududeDude finds his first sword in Skullwoods.
Oh, that's a nice offensive upgrade in both things, actually.
All right, so at least we know we aren't gonna have a silverless Aghanim,
Hey!
and there is the flippers. Now those flippers almost bring Swamp Palace into play. We just need to find that mirror.
Yeah, that mirror again.
But that is both items out of Skull Woods. I'm kind of curious to see where DududeDude is heading since he doesn't have his fire rod.
I'm uncertain of where that is either.
Now we are getting to see Thieves Town here from AaronDobbe. And nothing so far coming out of there. Now, if DududeDude decides to go straight into Thieves Town from here, he's going to have a little bit easier of a time having that sword against blind. It's a bit easier of a fight than having to use the hammer.
Yes, yes it is. Or the even more fun item, Cane of Samaria. That was a rod. Oh, I totally missed it.
I did not see what it was.
Aaron got... It's the ice rod!
All right. So Ice Rod in Thieves Town, that's a nice item to find early on. You know, once again, with Turtle Rock being a crystal, that Ice Rod can be anywhere except for on Trinex or in Dana's Tower. So finding it here this early, it's got to be a relief.
Yeah. Alright, so both the runners now in Thieves Town.
All right, and DududeDude right on the heels of AaronDobbe here. I think we're still looking for one more item here in Thieves Town. So we still need that small key that'll be in the chest with the maiden, and then the last item either being in the big chest or on blind. I like that sprite from DududeDude's side here.
I know. Oh, it's making me want to play Secret of Mana so bad.
All right, and there's our key. We knew that was going to be there. Let's take a peek here. Hopefully this next item, well, yeah, it'll be either here or on blind. Never mind. What am I talking about?
Right. Oh, it's a mess.
All right, so it is going to be on blind. DududeDude making use of that bloomerang there.
Yeah. Nice to see someone getting some use out of it.
It's the best boomerang, that bloomerang.
Right, exactly. All right, here we go. Aaron's going in with his hammer strats on blind. As blind tells us not to loaf around.
All right. First head there, fairly easy there for AaronDobbe.
Does have a lot of health, so that's gonna make this a little bit easier. Those fireballs, if I remember correctly, they do 1 damage regardless of what armor you've got. But blind hugs do less damage with your armor.
Yeah, now we do have a red potion. Let's see if he decides to use it. Looks like he's going to opt to use his blue.
Emergency blue potioning. And he needed it too. He took more damage. Nicely done.
Blind only having bombs. All right.
Oh. Ouch. Well, we did find the ice rod in here, so...
Yeah, I found the ice rod and the book. So,
right, all right.
a couple of great items here in Thieves Town. We'll likely get a chance to see what's in the digging game, as well as Hype Cave coming up. So we'll start building up that hype for the hype cave here.
At this
See if
point,
it's,
Hype Cave has to have something, right? Because it doesn't really have to have anything.
Nah, I mean, or we could be having to go into desert.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, we can. We've got that book, so we can make it.
Yeah, we can go to desert. We can even go into pod.
More bombs on a digging game.
Yeah. Even have Tower of Hera available now, so a lot that's open up for these guys.
Got a lot that's open, indeed. Worst thing with Tower of Hera is that you have to go all the way back up there and around.
Yeah. And just a heart container at Stumpy, so the seed giving out a ton of health so far.
Yeah, we're 35 minutes in, and Aaron's got his second heart in his second row, which is amazing. Yeah, 12 hearts already. That's nice. And here we go, everybody. It's that cave that everyone likes to not call hype anymore. I still like calling hype cave.
Oh yeah. Is it gonna be Hype Cave or the Cave of Ultimate Disappointment?
Now,
So we got rupees, even more rupees, a heart, and
and a shovel.
shovel? Eh,
Shovel could be hype.
I don't know.
Could be. I mean, you never know. That really depends on what's there. The mirror could be in the dig spot.
That's
Okay.
right.
Oh, Aaron's going to find out that you can't item dash without a sword. Something that took me 3 bonks into pegs just like that to realize. Oh, right. But yes, the fun item dashes only work if you have swords. Which Aaron has not checked Skull Woods yet, so he's not found his first one.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully they do have the hammer. Oh, there's his first sword. Right there on the pyramid. So if DududeDude goes up there, he'll be at his master sword, and we won't need to find any more swords to seed.
Won't need to, but you know, that tempered sword is always just really nice to have.
And it is indeed going to be the Palace of Darkness play here for AaronDobbe. It's got everything he needs to complete it. It's got the lamp, so he can take care of those dark rooms and still be on sequence. Got his silver arrows. It's going to make Helmelsaur easy.
Yeah, we've actually got just a lot now really opened up to us. We're going Palace of Darkness, we mentioned earlier. Tower of Hera is open to us. I feel like this seed is starting to just break off into different portions here.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, all we need is the Fire Rod, the Cane of Samaria, the Mirror, and the Flute, and we'll be in Go mode. 4 items away.
That's right. Aaron, having not picked up the Ether Medallion from Hobo yet, but he may not need it. We won't know until obviously we get to both Misery Mire and or Turtle Rock. But there's that item dash from Dude's side.
So he's actually going to skip Pyramid for right now, so he's not going to get his Master Sword quite yet.
Yeah, Pyramid's one of those things. It's sort of out of the way enough to like make you have to make a special trip to find it. It is slightly unfortunate that he didn't check it, but he does have the hammer, which does tempered sword damage as it is. So I guess he'd be focused more on that anyway.
And there's another sword. There's Master Sword for Aaron.
Wow!
House of Darkness. You know, I was
then.
almost right. We did still see a sword in Palace of Darkness, right?
Yes, we did. Congratulations. We did see a sword in Palace of Darkness.
If only Aaron hadn't gone to go check the pyramid.
Yeah,
Dang
really. You'd have that tempered sword we were just talking about.
Alright, so DududeDude on his heels, about ready to pick up his Master Sword. So that's 3 of the 4 swords now that we know where they are.
I must say, routing Palace of Darkness without the mirror is not fun.
Oh, not at all.
Because at some point, you just have to backtrack so much. It's just so much easier when you have that mirror. Especially leaving from the big chest. But at least with the boots, I can do one of my favorite bonk jump shortcuts. There's our Master Sword for Dude.
Yeah, when you don't have the mirror, it's if you know how to do that nice little hammer jump from the bridge, that really makes backtracking a little bit less painful.
Right.
But regardless, still not having the mirror is rough in Palace of Darkness.
Aaron, first one to pull out his silver arrows, I believe. Yep. Dude right behind him, though. The almost synchronization is real. And of course, the bow hiding 2 keys in Palace of Darkness.
Pretty typical.
Yeah. There it is! I love that little bonk jump shortcut.
Looks like DududeDude's gonna reset that room so we can accomplish that as well.
Yeah, those beetles make it not fun.
And just 10 arrows out of that chest there for AaronDobbe.
Yeah, apparently they really wanted us to have some arrows in the quiver on this one.
Alright, so that was the big key. So it looks like these 2 chests down here have to be 2 small keys if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. Yep. So I haven't seen how many dungeon items we've picked up, but I think there's only the compass left. So we should see at least 1 item out of here. Not 2.
And there's the Cane of Samaria in the Dark Maze.
On the first day of Christmas, Santa Ryu gave to Dobie. Say it with me, boys and girls. That's gotta be Kane!
And we have the guest appearance from Mr. Phantom Ryu himself.
Thank you very much, Santa Ryu, for that awesome call. So yes, the Cave of Samaria opens up a lot, I think, doesn't it? No, actually it doesn't, because we have to still find that mirror in the flute. Oh no, Aaron! Oh, was that
Looks like
intentional?
he was setting up a death warp there.
That was intentional, okay. I was watching Dude. I looked over, I saw red on Aaron's screen. Whew! No, that was absolutely intentional.
And to just answer a question in the chat, no, that was not recorded. I'm here, I'm live, and it's 80 degrees in Qatar.
Dude picking up his cane of Samaria and his compass.
And DududeDude will likely be death warping here as well, because there's no quick way back out of here. And once again, Ryu, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. I do hope you have a fantastic holiday season, sir.
Same here.
Thanks, guys. Happy holidays to everybody in the Speed Gaming chat. Particularly at the moment, shout outs to both AaronDobbe and Christos Owen. You guys know why. I'll just kind of keep it there for now, but thank you guys so much very much appreciated for what you guys did for me in conjunction with Geeky Fried Rice. So everybody enjoy your holidays. What a great way to spend it. Watching some great players play some Link to the Past Randomizer. So Ecos, OPT Lawyer, take it from here. I'm not going to steal your thunder anymore.
Thanks for all that, man. Good luck in 80-degree weather. I wish it was 80 degrees here. All right, so Aaron and Dude plowing through Palace of Darkness here. Nothing standing in their way.
You know, pretty close to having a high five here.
So, I have a question that may bring up a little bit of pain. Do you think Aaron goes out of his way to check purple chest this time?
Oh. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, this time, it isn't gonna be the boots.
Right.
So, I don't know.
So we've got the Helmosaur's King's helmet off, and one silver arrow shot right to the head ends him entirely and causes him to blow up something like he was full of dynamite or something. I don't know. It's weird.
And then just a 5-bomb upgrade from Helmosaur King. So,
well, I would expect something that's blowing up that much to let you carry more explosives, right?
yeah, you make a good point there.
Is that actually the first bomb extension we have had all game? I know both our runners have 10 bombs.
That is. And there's quite a few of those in the item pool, so I'm really surprised that's our first one.
I know.
And DududeDude takes down Helmosaur King there. It's going to get his 5-bomb upgrade, and where to from here? Looks like AaronDobbe may be heading over toward Desert.
That looks like Desert.
Check Ag in his cave, and the 2 items in Desert itself.
Yeah, without that
and
mirror.
And the ledge.
Yeah, without that mirror, we can't get that Titan's mitts, and we're kind of stuck behind a few things without Titan's mitts. See what the ledge has. It's 20 rupees. Dude, walking out of here. Oh, he's probably going to hit up the pyramid now.
Yeah, I think he's going to head to Pyramid and Catfish. It's a really good time to do that right now, considering he's already gone to check Zora and Fake Flippered to the Waterfall of Wishing. So it's 2 locations you can knock out here real quick.
Yeah.
And get those under your belt.
All right, let's see. First item in Desert Palace. Oh, it's just 20 rupees.
Yeah, just the big 20. So 1 more item left to find. I mean, something is going to be on this torch, either a key or a big key.
It's a small key. So here's the next question. Let's say that you find the item before Lamolus. Do you go kill him anyway because it is the green pendant?
That's a really good question. I think I would skip it, just because we still have to do Misery Mire. And you can combo Desert into Misery Mire rather quickly. You won't be wasting any time by doing so.
No, there's the other item in here. Which means we have a vanilla big key. So, Desert Palace was full of big reds. And that's it.
Yeah, so on DududeDude's side, he did get his carrot on a stick here, so we do have our Tempered Sword.
Yeah, Aaron's still needing to go over to Skull Woods to grab his Tempered Sword at some point. And his flippers, now they say that. Not that he's in dire need of the flippers right yet, but at some point he'll need those.
And we have our first catfish check. What does the Quakefish hold?
Mr. Catfish. I love Mr. Catfish.
And
Look, he loves us back!
But no, he doesn't fully love us. He only gave us a piece.
Right. Well, I mean, he has to split that up between so many people, He gave us all he could give us. So it's fine.
Alright, so it looks like Aaron is deciding to go ahead and check out Land Molus and grab that green pendant. So that's one more item you can check with Sahasrahla.
Amazingly, dude, it looks like he's doing the exact same thing. And I say amazingly because, like, the runners have done everything, like, at the same time. Almost this entire seed.
Yeah, the only difference that we've seen so far is DududeDude going into Skull Woods.
Right.
That's the only difference.
Now, I wonder if Dude's going to go ahead and beat Lamolus for the green pendant or not. To me, it is interesting that they would both decide to do this and not go for a crystal dungeon like Tower of Hera that we can actually beat right now. But Tower of Hera is also a long trek back up Death Mountain. Because you can't go straight up. You got to go around the east side and everything, so... Desert Palace is the faster check here.
Yeah, I believe, actually, I'm looking at the tracker, it looks like Tower of Hera is a pendant. So...
Oh, it is a pendant, my bad. I looked down at the wrong one.
So... AaronDobbe checking out Agnes Cave, it'll be our first check there as well.
And again, that's what he got. The worst thing about checking this cave 50 minutes in is that this cave has been available since minute 1.
And
It's
there's
a sword!
our last sword! Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay, so there's 4 swords. We had access to a sword.
It's the start of the game.
Exactly.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
So, both these runners likely going to be finishing up with Butter Sword and Silvers. That's going to make for a very clean end of this game.
The only reason I could think Aaron not getting Butter Sword, I don't remember exactly where the sword inside Skullwoods was. If he just goes there in go mode and just runs to the end of it, but that's... Which won't happen because the flippers are inside there, so... Yeah. So yeah, both the runners at some point will have Butter Sword. Just a matter of when. Aaron is making his way up towards probably Tower of Hera, I would assume at this point. Pretty sure he's been up here before, right?
Yeah, he's already been over here. He's already checked all these locations. The only reason he could be coming up here now is simply to go into Tower of Hera.
Well, we also have the ether tablet he can check too.
Alright, so could we see a mirror in Tower of Hera? It's really close to its vanilla location. Meanwhile,
Oh, you almost got the
so close there.
bombs from heaven from the ether tablet. There we go.
And just like that, DududeDude now has his green pendant.
Aaron did not actually go turn in the green pendant, did he?
He did, it was 300 rupees.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Now, the first item there was a small key, so we could be seeing the basement here.
Yeah,
And we will. So, 54 minutes in, Aaron will be able to take a nice little breather here. Meanwhile, DududeDude is a couple seconds away from grabbing his Butter Sword. And there it is. So we'll see where DududeDude decides to go as well.
starting in the sanctuary. Nope, a misclick. It looks like there. Or maybe it might change. Who knows? He's coming up to Tower of Hera too.
All right, so Tower of Hera it is. Once again, it's really quite amazing that both these runners have followed, for the most part, the same route. Not really making any really different decisions aside from the Skull Woods play.
Right.
And AaronDobbe deciding to take that Death Warp to get back to the beginning of Tower of Hera really quickly.
Don't blame him, because getting back through that is just... You have to hit the switches, like, multiple times, and you know what? Just dying is faster.
Yeah.
Did we get a check on the dig spot? I don't remember if we did or not.
The dig spot. I don't recall. Maybe chat can help us out with that.
Indeed. Answer from
Alright.
chat appears to be no. Okay. Because that was the one item we got from Hype Cave. I wanted to see if that actually got anywhere.
Well, we may see that soon if Tower of Hera doesn't have anything. And
There's
it is
the mirror!
Whoa, okay, so... Mirror so close to being in its vanilla location.
Okay, so that looked like Aaron hookshot it over to the chest, then realized it could have nothing of use in it.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a dungeon item. We already saw the first item in the chest that DududeDude is now opening up, which is 50 rupees, so...
Alright, so...
Yeah, so, yeah, that mirror was almost in its vanilla location. Typically, you get it from the old man in the cave, so... So close to its actual location in game.
Look at what Aaron has done. He went out of his way to go kill Moldorm for the blue pendant. Which I think is really smart, because let's pretend for a moment we have a pedestal seed, which we'll get into in a second here. He just saved himself a ton of time if it is. If it's not a pedestal seed, he really hasn't lost a lot of time, because that was really quick.
Yeah, it's a really quick check, and, you know, speaking of pedestal, 2 items left to find to put us in go mode. Both of those could still be on that pedestal.
Absolutely. Because as of right now, we can absolutely finish all of the pendant dungeons. Aaron can't quite yet because he doesn't have the flippers, but we know where those are. Nice death warp. Dude using the tile room to get himself low enough to take just a hit or two here. Spike Cave not having anything fun or exciting inside of it.
Alright, so let's see where AaronDobbe decides to go from here.
I wonder if he makes a pedestal check. Or if he goes to Skull Woods, actually. That would be my guess.
Yeah, at this point, I think the right decision for him would be to go to Skull Woods. And should he not find anything of use in Skull Woods, which we know that he will possibly be making a pedestal check. It'll be a really quick check with that mirror, too.
Right. Because the thing of it is, he will find useful items, but he's not going to find any progression. He's just going on the pedestal.
Now he's going to go check it now. Everybody, get your pedestal hype in chat.
Here we go, everybody. It's
the fire
rod!
rod!
The fire rod! The fire rod!
Oh no, DududeDude! You left Tower of Hera!
No! Oh, dude, no! Oh, we have a fire rod in the pedestal, and it's required.
Oh no!
Aaron, I'm assuming right now, Aaron just beelines to Ice Palace, right?
He's got to get the flippers first, unless he.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have the flipper. Well, he could fake flipper in there. Because he's not going to check.
Man.
Because he's not going to check Skull Woods. He is not going to check Skull Woods. Yeah, my guess is Aaron goes fake flippers into Ice Palace.
Oh man.
That's Chad is pointing out. The game is forcing Bombos Ice Palace.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
Oh, that's right! I was thinking he could get Titan's Mitts on Lake Hylia, but he can't. He can't fake flipper that.
Oh, geez, so he's got to find his flippers.
So he can't fake flipper into there.
That's right.
Which means he has to go into Skull Woods. Which he, I think, specifically avoided because he knew he couldn't do Fire Rod. So the game is forcing you. The game has forced you to do a double dip into Skull Woods and a Bombos Ice Palace. Wow!
All right, DududeDude, the first one to get his Titan's Mitts.
Yeah.
See if he hops right over and does Ice Palace, and that he is going to do.
But here's the thing: if he's already jumped out of Tower of Hera, my guess is that unless Cold Stare has an item on him, he will leave once he finds all 3 items.
You're probably right there.
So, for his sake, I'm actually hoping Cold Stare has an item on him.
Yeah. If you're a fan, if you want DududeDude to really have a chance here, you gotta hope that that is indeed the case, that Cold Stare does have that item. Otherwise, we will likely see a double dip Ice Palace, and definitely be seeing a double dip Tower of Hera.
And red mail. Nice.
Alright, so someone in chat's asking, I'm curious why Dude would go to Ice Palace when Dark East Death Mountain seems like a better play right now. The only thing I can think of is that he was literally right next door when he got his Titan's Mitts.
Yeah. I think it's just proximity. He was just right there. There's no reason to just forego that. As much as Ice Palace, if you're full clearing, it's not exactly a fast check. You are right there.
Yeah.
Flippers were in Skull Woods number play.
And AaronDobbe is on the quest to find those flippers now. And for Aaron's sake, you gotta hope he doesn't find the flute anytime soon, because that'll then force him over to Meyer.
No, he won't be able to get there without the mitts.
No, you're right. So it is still just a hunt for the flippers now for him.
Yep. I have not been. Did we find anything outside of the red mail in Ice Palace yet?
Not that I've seen so far.
Chat talking about who's in the lead. I think it's hard to say right now.
Yeah, it's
really
so,
hard to say.
yeah, it's so difficult to say because both runners have an advantage over the other right now.
Right.
AaronDobbe has the knowledge of the pedestal being the fire rod, has the pendant advantage as well. However, DududeDude has the advantage of knowing where the flippers are and having the flippers to be able to check Ice Palace, which is then needed for the fire rod and the pedestal. It's, ugh.
Yeah.
It's really a toss-up right now.
It really is going to come down to which one goes back to check the thing they missed first.
All right, so there's rupees there. I believe that's our second item.
Yeah. Again, and my thought is, Dude really needs to have an item on Cold Stare, because if he finds an item here, which he just did. That's all 3. He's gonna leave.
No. Oh.
I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh no,
Oh.
dude.
All right, so if you're DududeDude now, where do you go?
I don't know. I'm trying to put myself in his shoes and not like use the knowledge that we have. By the way, it looks like Aaron's gonna go hit up. Like he's going back to Dark World here. He may hit up Skull Woods.
Yeah,
But
it looks like Yeah, I think DududeDude's gonna be going to Swamp Palace now.
Well, I mean, okay, we do have to do that, and he can complete it. So it's not like he's losing time by doing this. Mostly. Well, there's no other items in Skull Woods, so the Fire Rod isn't hiding any items. It's just fighting. It's just hiding progression.
Yeah, it's hiding bosses, if you will.
Right. Actually, that puts a really good chance, I think, of finding our next progression item inside of, like, the flute inside of Skull Woods, right?
Inside of Swamp.
Swamp House. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be in Swamp. It could even be on Trinex.
Could be on trial. Oh, that's right. We have Turtle Rock in the mix too.
Oh.
Well, but Fire Rod's not 100% required to get through Turtle Rock if that one room holds like 2 items in it, right?
Well, you definitely need it for Trinex.
Well, that's right. You need it for Trinex, right? But you can get through the rest of the place if the keys line up properly, I think. Which may lead him on a long time. Meanwhile, Aaron picking up.
I think it was just 10 arrows, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, Aaron. I apologize. Winter Sword and his flippers.
Did he get his flippers? Yes, he did. Okay. I just saw him mirroring out and leaving. I'm like, wait, did he pick up the flippers or did he just check a few items first?
Alright, so AaronDobbe making a beeline right for those Titans mitts will likely hop straight into Ice Palace afterward and pick up his 3rd pendant for that Fire Rod. Alright, and AaronDobbe is going to be quitting out here. Let's see where he decides to go. Still not much happening here for DududeDude. Just find the big key in that location. With 20 rupees. He's going to skip the left side here. He's going to go straight for Argus.
This is a route I've seen a lot of. And you're looking for like 1 item, but they're really looking for like 2.
Yeah, at this point, DududeDude's looking for 2. AaronDobbe just needs the flute, and then he will know where his go mode item is.
Exactly. We know it's not an Ice Palace, but that flute, let me see. The flute could be inside Swamp Palace, as we said, Turtle Rock.
Could be on the Bombos tablet.
On the Bombos tablet. Wait, no, it can't be. I thought Aaron checked it. Did I miss that?
Yeah, I think you may have checked that. Never mind. Yeah, where was Ether? I forget where Ether was.
Ether, a hobo had Ether.
Oh, that's right.
Which, it's entirely possible Aaron goes to check him right after finishing Ice Palace here, but maybe not. I don't know. Aaron picking up his red mail and turning his character sprite blonde, I think. Or yellow. Can I just give a shout out to everyone who's worked on the custom sprites for this game? I mean, these sprite works are just amazing. And
DududeDude showing off the hookshot strats there.
Very nice fight there.
It's gonna take one more spin and Argus will be down.
See if Argus has anything useful. No.
Just a piece of heart.
At this point, with the red mail, our runners have plenty of health. Aaron not going for the bomb jump, and as far as I understand it, if you're full clearing Ice Palace and have the Cane of Samaria and the hook shot, bomb jumping there is actually slower than just going through the place.
Yeah, I believe you're right there.
Now, obviously, if you want to just run through and beat it, then bomb jump all the way. Yeah, dude's gonna go do his left side now. He's still looking for his flute. He's still looking for the fire rod, which unfortunately we know is in the worst place it could be for him right now.
So once again, everybody, these runners have been putting on fantastic races throughout these last 3 months. If you like what you see, you like this race, give them all a follow. They've been fantastic, great, many hours of entertainment. Yeah, the last item, I'm really kind of curious to see where this flute may be.
I'm calling Laser Bridge. It's
Yeah,
always
Laser
on Laser
Bridge.
Bridge.
Yeah, Laser Bridge tends to hide a lot of progression. And I just thought, if DududeDude doesn't go to check the pedestal, we may see a gamble on Turtle Rock from him
Yeah.
as well.
That's how I was just thinking that myself. He goes up and... Now, it's entirely possible that he won't be able to get that far into Turtle Rock, but the act of even just going up there is going to burn just a lot of time for him. Now, there's a map. So,
It's a moment of truth.
Yep, assuming this is going to have something. Oh, it's an arrow upgrade.
All right, so left side not paying off.
Not at all.
And let's see where DududeDude decides to head from here. Now he's in the vicinity to go check the Bombos tablet.
It's probably where he's going. I'm confused why he would have... He must have just like saved and quit out of muscle memory kind of a thing. Oh, I hate those stupid rocks.
Yeah, we don't have access to the Fat Fairy because Fire Rod is needed to kill Mothula, which Mothula is one of our required Fat Fairy crystals.
Right.
So the flute could even be there.
Yes, it could.
So where does DududeDude decide to go?
Question: does Aaron have enough magic to do this?
There will be a couple magic decanters down here. I believe that should give him enough to do one Bombos cast.
Which is all you need. Okay, that does give him enough. Like, I knew there were the magic decanters there. I just, like, is that enough to activate Bombos? But yes, it is. At least I think it is, although Aaron doesn't seem to think so. Oh, dig spot, dig spot. Oh, it's a bottle!
I believe he had enough before he used that Cane of Samaria block. I don't know if he's got enough now.
I think he does. And dude is checking. Well, he's checking the east side of Death Mountain on the dark side, which probably means he may go into a Turtle Rock situation. Chat is asking what Aaron is doing. We believe Aaron is worried his magic is too low. And yeah, at this point, yeah, I think you're right. I think he had enough magic, and now I don't think he does.
Yeah, when he went in there, those 2 magic decanters should be enough for a fire rod shot, or not a fire rod shot, a bombos usage right before Cold Stare. But he decided that probably didn't think he had enough and is now farming for magic.
No hookshot cave. I actually missed. Was there anything actually in the Super Bunny cave?
Nothing important. And nothing here in Hookshot Cave.
Speaking of nothing important.
Does he go into Turtle Rock?
He's
headed that way.
And he doesn't need to check because he's got all 3 medallions. He's pulling out his mirror. Yes, he's going in there.
Oh boy.
So, if the first chest that dude comes to is not a small key, if it's a small key, he can go on, which is just going to be worse. But if it's not a small key, he will be stuck and not able to progress any further without that fire rod.
Yeah, at that point, I think you would need to go and check the pedestal. Because he's gotten all the items from the dungeons that he's been able to enter so far. So this is his last resort aside from the pedestal check.
Yeah. Which, if this gives him the flute, he'll probably go to Misery Mire. Which is fine, because he has to do that, but, you know. I think the only saving grace, honestly, is if he finds the flute up here, which I don't know where else it could be. Oh, there's the other cane.
So he's locked out of Turtle Rock.
Yes, he is.
All right, well, he's headed to Sanctuary.
He's got to be
Does he
making...
go check the pedestal now?
Which... No? Where's he going? Oh, King's Tomb.
King's Tomb.
I love that side thing. How do you just like go towards it like facing sideways and just hit the run button, right?
Yeah, you have to have your sword held out and be running. I believe all the game checks for is you being up against the grave with your sword out with your boots active.
Right.
So
Colster having a big, nice, small key on him, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that red pendant.
Indeed, that is AaronDobbe's 3rd pendant. He can go pull the pedestal and get his fire rod now.
Aaron is going up to the Dark World here. Dude is doing right now. Aaron did not check Hobo. He still does not have the Ether medallion. The dude is not checking pedestal.
He's going to do Blacksmith in the purple chest.
Blacksmith in the purple chest.
Oh, baby, this is a nice race. And we still don't know what's required for Misery Mire yet, so Hobo may not be required. Looks like Aaron is going to progress as far as he can into Skull Woods over to where you need the fire rod to open up the back portion, will then likely get his fire rod and finish up Skull Woods then.
Right. So we've actually seen all 3 shields, and both our runners have decided against the fire shield.
I mean, who needs a shield, right?
Oh yeah, of course, you know.
And here we go, folks. The pedestal pole, the fire rod.
I'm just happy I got to see a pedestal seat. This made my day.
Oh, it definitely did. It was a great Christmas gift, if you will.
There it is.
And we have it, folks. The fire rod on the pedestal.
Meanwhile, Dude is deciding to take the purple chest on a little bit of an adventure here.
Now he's gonna check the ledge here. Meanwhile, AaronDobbe, not wasting any time with that fire rod, gonna complete up Skull Woods here. Likely go into Swamp Palace next, if I had to guess.
Dude is going to get a little bit of deja vu here because he just walked into a cave, found a fire shield, and decided, never mind. So he's going to walk up here, see a fire shield, and probably say, never mind. Dude is checking everything except that pedestal. But can you imagine if the flute's in the purple chest?
That would be interesting.
Oh, the
AaronDobbe
bee strats!
releasing the bees.
The golden bee strats! I actually don't know how helpful that is on this fight, but it's awesome. Hey, well, fight ended quickly, so there you go. That's a big key we know we don't need. But that is a crystal we absolutely do need. That does open Pyramid Fairy up.
That does, so we've got Skullwoods down. All we need now is Misery Mire and Turtle Rock. Only item we're looking for now is the flute. And I think at this point, DududeDude knows that it's going to be a pedestal seat. He's going back into Ice Palace to take out Cold Stare.
That is it. He did not check it, right?
He doesn't check it, but that's the only other place he has left to check.
Yeah, you're right then.
At this point, he knows it has to be the pedestal holding either the flute or the fire rod.
Yeah, you're right. He's at a point where it doesn't matter what it is, it's something, and he needs it. He's got to be kicking himself internally for, That flute has to be in Turtle Rock then, right?
At this point, it's got to be in Turtle Rock. Either in Turtle Rock, by extension, Mimic Cave. Actually, it could even be at the Pyramid Fairy too. Which, if it's at the Pyramid Fairy, that's going to be rather nice, because then you can not really worry about having to search for items in Turtle Rock. Should you find the right keys, it could lead to skipping Mimic Cave, Laser Bridge, etc. But
right. All right, so well, as we're watching our runners do things we've already seen, I guess I actually wrote down a whole bunch of notes. I guess I could go through like an item recap if we want to do that.
Oh, go right ahead.
So our swords were found. Our first sword was found in Skull Woods after quite some time, but our swords were located at Skull Woods, the Pyramid, in Palace of Darkness, and in the Guinness's Cave. which was oddly the last sword we found. Our ice rod was found in Thieves Town, where, as we've just saw the fire rod, we found on the pedestal. Meanwhile, we found the lamp in Sanctuary, so we've never had to worry about any kind of dark rooms. Our bow was found in Escape, while the silvers were found in the chest game, which both of our runners do have. We found our boots in the Paradox Cave, and flippers were in Skull Woods. Our flute is yet unknown, and really the only item we're actually looking for. We did find the mirror and Tower of Hera, and our moon pearl was in the Kakariko village well. Zora was selling a hammer this time because I guess he wanted to get into some redecorating. Our hookshot was found next to Uncle in Escape, and the Cane of Samaria was found in Palace of Darkness. And I think that really brings us up to the most important... Oh, right, our gloves. Our gloves were found, one in Sasha's hut, the other one on the island lake, on Lake Halea. Bombos found in Blind's hut. Ether was on Hobo, which Aaron has not found yet, and Quake was found inside of the Paradox Cave. I think that is basically all the important things.
Yeah.
Now, dude, killing Cold Stare. Nicely done. Really nice, really smooth fight with the gold sword. Love that.
Yeah, so after this, DududeDude will likely go back up the Tower of Hera, and oh man, you just got a feel for him right now.
Yeah.
Having been in both these dungeons already, deciding to skip out on the boss when he was so close each time. So, it's just one of those gambles that, you don't often see a pedestal seed, so when you find all the items in a dungeon, you're inclined to skip out on that boss, if it's a pendant dungeon, so.
Right.
I mean, you can't really blame him for it. It was a gamble, and it's something that statistically doesn't happen all that often.
Right. As I said before, when Aaron went to kill Moldorm, it's one of those things you're going to lose a little bit of time doing that, but as it turns out, he saved a lot of time doing that.
Really did. I mean, those two bosses itself, probably well over 5 minutes worth of time here for DududeDude wasted. I'm having to go back into these dungeons.
So here's the thing. If Misery Mire requires Ether, which Aaron doesn't have yet, and that's at Hobo, do you, there's, no easy way to be like, oh, let's just go check Hobo, right?
Well, I think it'll come down to really just the process of elimination for Aaron. He's checked quite a few locations. I mean, him and DududeDude have, for the most part, checked the same locations on the overworld. There's not very much for him left to check.
Right. We've got Pyramid Fairy here.
But that is still a very good question.
But yeah, so if Flute's not in Pyramid Fairy, then I think the immediate play has to be Turtle Rock, right?
Yeah, I think after that Turtle Rock, unless AaronDobbe decides to go and check the Hobo first. I mean, he is really close being here in the Dark World. It's not that far of a walk from here. Once you're back. But I know a lot of runners try to save Turtle Rock for last if they can. So.
Oh yeah, Aaron didn't check the left side of Swamp Palace.
And no, it's not there.
Now, dude has got his 3 pendant collection. Well, we do know what was on the left side of Swamp Palace, and it was just an arrow upgrade. Oh, there it is.
All right, so it's going to get Ether. So that question is, we don't have to worry about that last medallion for him.
Yeah.
And we now have DududeDude heading up to the pedestal, literally the last location he can check. So he's got to know it's either the fire rod or the flute.
Now, of course, any and all drama that I have brought up from him not having ether is going to be completely negated when Misery Mire requires like bombos, right? oh, oh no! The bush stole his shield and he never picked it back up again. Dude, your shield! You dropped it. He's fine.
Yeah.
Dude, having already refused 2 higher shields, clearly doesn't feel like he needs one.
Right, so here we have the Turtle Rock play for AaronDobbe. DududeDude about 30 seconds away from checking his pedestal.
Now,
Let's see if he just goes...
He doesn't know what's in it, does he? He's just doing this because he knows this is what he has to do.
Yeah, it's... At this point, he knows it's one of 2 items that has to be there. It's either the Fire Rod or the Flute. There's nowhere else that he can check.
I think Aaron has to check the rest of the east side of Death Mountain here, too, on the dark side. So he's going to do that before going into Turtle Rock. Because really, if you can save Turtle Rock to your last dungeon, I think you like to do that, but...
And there we have it, DududeDude getting his Fire Rod, and he is off to the races here. Gonna clean up Skull Woods, and then he will be heading on over to Turtle Rock. So it's not too terribly far behind AaronDobbe, despite having to go back and full clear, or finish clearing Tower Farah and Ice Palace.
Yep.
Because he already did Swamp Palace, so that's, you know, one big time sink that he had over AaronDobbe here.
Exactly. Yeah, he is not that far behind, if he's behind. Which, again, it's hard to say since they're not right next to each other, but...
Yeah, this could still be a very close race when all's said and done. So, about the time that DududeDude enters into Turtle Rock, I would think AaronDobbe would have pretty much at least half, maybe almost close to all of it done, because he does have to. DududeDude has to go up Death Mountain here.
That's true.
So, this can still be a very close race. I mean, it could come down to a big key gamble in Misery Mire if we don't have that God Mire, a gamble in Ganon's Tower as to where that big key is. You've still got a race here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And execution in Ganon's Tower is always an equalizer. So Aaron picking up his inferior model cane.
And DududeDude, I guess he's forgetting that he already got his sword and flippers out of here.
Oh no. And so Aaron making progress in the Turtle Rock that we have not been able to see yet. Dude, starting up in the wrong area. Well, there's our big key for Turtle Rock.
Alright, so there's first piece of the puzzle here. Question is, where is this flute going to be? Is it going to be on Laser Bridge? Is it going to be in the big key chest? Or is it going to be even in the big chest?
Yeah, really, right?
I don't know.
Or is it going to be in Mimic Cave? Not even in Turtle Rock, technically. Yeah, considering the, I won't even call them mishaps, just the gambles that didn't pay off that Dude did with the, leaving the pendant dungeons early, he's not that far behind.
Yeah, one thing that I think at this point may have hurt AaronDobbe a little bit was that that magic farming in Ice Palace.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was quite a bit of time he spent, several minutes in there. That's allowed DududeDude to kind of stay close here.
Yeah.
Alright.
So the only good thing about Go Mode Turtle Rock, if you have the big key by now, you can skip opening this door. That's like the only thing. Oh, that and Laser Bridge.
And just the map there.
Oh, it's a map. That is just really disappointing.
Yeah, not our item yet. So we're looking for the flute, possibly even the mushroom, which could lead to the flute. Oh,
Oh man.
that would be the cherry on top of the seed.
I have seen in this tournament a seed that had it. In fact, I called a seed that had the mushroom inside Turtle Rock. The witch was selling the ice rod. No, it was powder, and the bat had the ice rod in the big chest in Turtle Rock. That was really annoying,
Oh, that's brutal.
especially when Turtle Rock being a crystal. So let us hope that. Well, we don't have anything like that here, but always makes me nervous when you find fetch quests. Aaron not checking Mimic Cave. Oh, no, now he is. Okay.
Yeah, I think the decision was skip Mimic Cave, because if that right there is the flute, he would need to go back and check it.
Yeah, okay. Dude trying to be very hip with the sprint dash with the Cane of Samaria. Oh!
Ooh.
Mimic
There's
is the
our
exact opposite.
Yeah, it's our second green rupee. DududeDude playing it safe, powdering that anti-fairy. Making sure he's got plenty of health to get through Turtle Rock.
Absolutely. So yeah, green rupee, kind of the exact opposite of what we were looking for here. So yeah, laser bridge has to be a flute or something that leads to it, right?
Yeah. At this point, I mean, it's got to either be there or Trinex.
Right, yeah, or Trinex. Which means you're checking laser bridge first, because...
Yeah, and that was just some bombs, so it's coming down to the last few locations here.
Really happy you said that, because I looked over and saw something blue and didn't see what it was. Like, oh shoot! Like, did I miss the epic call? No, I didn't. Alright, so it does look like destination laser bridge coming up here. Aaron picking up full magic and a couple of hearts. As both our runners have the blue cane, so they'll be able to use that to bypass the lasers, or they'll be able to do the laser skip if they're apt to do so.
Dude having a little bit of trouble there with the pokies. Takes him down, no problem.
There it
There's
is!
the flute!
There's the flute!
1 hour, 38 minutes in, we are finally in go mode.
Oh, we are in go mode. It's gotta not feel that great when you hit go mode. You're an hour and 38 minutes into the seed, and you only have one other dungeon left. I don't know how Aaron's feeling at this point. I wouldn't necessarily feel bad about anything, but you gotta think that if you're here, that means your opponent may be right on your heels.
Yeah, and I mean, if I'm AaronDobbe, I mean, I may be feeling pretty good about myself at this point. Maybe feeling a little bit behind, but I mean, everywhere that he's gone has paid off. I mean,
Absolutely.
those gambles on taking care of the pendant dungeons, that's paid off. So I mean,
Yeah. It did, absolutely, and he's got to feel good about that. So yeah, he may not necessarily think I'm in the lead, but he may not necessarily feel behind at the moment either.
Very nice fight there from AaronDobbe, taking out
nice.
Trinex. And we have a Go Mode Misery Mire. Now, Go Mode Misery Mire can be quite trolly if we don't find that big key almost immediately.
Yeah. Depending on routing, it could be very trolly or very not. So at this point, you just run into Mire. There's no point in checking the shed or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you have everything you need. You have butters, you have silver arrows, you have red mail, you've I mean, the only other luxury item that's out there is half magic, and with butters and silver, you do not need half
Don't
magic.
need that, yeah.
So,
Oh, right, he has to actually activate the flute. I was wondering why he saved and quit. I'm like, oh, right. And there it is. Dude, picking up his flute and his small key, and he is now in go mode. Yeah, he's not that far behind. About 2 minutes-ish, I think.
yeah, it'll be about 2 minutes when all's said and done here.
I like
There
how
we
we both
go.
just stayed silent for that.
I was
No
about ready to
direction.
say that.
No direction
Let everybody,
whatsoever.
yeah, let everybody enjoy that swag duck anthem there.
Absolutely. Dude, making his work through Trinex there. All right, let's see what this Misery Meyer pendant is going to be. Ether! It
Oh
was
my
Ether!
goodness.
Oh, thank goodness for Aaron. He went to the hobo. Medallion. Not pendant. I said pendant. Medallion. Whatever. It was Ether, though. Sigh of relief right there, right?
Oh yeah. So, if I'm seeing this right, these runners are about 2 minutes and 8 seconds apart.
That is not that bad. That is like a left or right side Ganon's Tower decision.
So this is still an extremely close race. Yeah, so this is likely going to come down to who finds that Ganon's Tower key first.
Absolutely.
All right, just a small key, so that's not the big key that we're looking for. Another small key, so we will not have that Godmire here. Meanwhile, DududeDude not wasting any time, going straight for Misery Mire. Wants to clean this up as quick as he can and get into the last stretch of this race here.
Oh, he did not hit the switch.
It's going to cost him just a few seconds.
Oh, we've got a frozen bird. Is dude going to do the bird toss? Yes!
And we got Bird Toss. All right.
Oh, I'm so happy he did that.
Got a pedestal and a Bird Toss. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Nothing, really. Well, something better than the 20 rupees we just found in Aaron's chest.
I think the only thing that would make this better, at least from chat's perspective, would be a tile room. Man, this is a nail biter. So we do have that big key from AaronDobbe here, so
Yeah.
he will be the first one onto Vitreous.
I'm assuming dude is going to route this place in a similar manner.
Yeah, the only thing that I think at this point could make up time for DududeDude is if he does skip that chest that is locked behind those switches. And is he gonna go check it? He's gonna skip it. That's gonna make up some time here. All right, DududeDude making that decision.
There you go. There it is. So
And there's his big key.
we got a little bit of time made up here. Let's try to keep an eye on times that Victorious explodes and see where we're at. Speaking of Victorious, I love this fight with silver arrows.
Oh yeah, just making all those eyeballs go pop, 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 pop.
Aaron's aim not 100% true, so he does have to wait for a lightning, but there we go.
All right, and while you are looking at these times, chat, you know what that means. This is everybody's favorite guessing game. Now, if you have donated 250 bits or have subscribed to any of the speed gaming channels, you can participate in this. And where do you think the Ganon's Tower big key is going to be?
All right, Akos, where do you think it's going to be?
I am going to call its vanilla location.
Vanilla.
Yes, that first chest right behind the Ice Armos.
Yeah.
That can be a really big, momentum swing, if you will. Should one runner decide to go right and then back to the left, or one decides to go full right.
Right. I'm gonna say
it's a very good location you can gamble on.
I'm gonna say it's in the compass, the vanilla compass chest,
All right.
which is on the right side. So we'll see. Meanwhile, dude, oh nice. That is a 0 cycle there, and very nicely done on dude's side. All right, so I've been keeping track of these times here from when the screen here goes black. So, Aaron did that at 1:46:20. Dude has done that at 1:47:34. So these guys are a minute 10. Dude is a minute 14 seconds behind.
This
16.
is gonna be so close here. Ganon's Tower gamble. Could even see some Trolldorm action here. A bad cycle on Lamb Molus. I mean, this is going to come down to Ganon's Tower execution and or a gamble here. So AaronDobbe, the first one in here, so we will be using his information here.
That is correct.
For where that big key is.
Aaron making the right side first 2 chests check. No small key, so he'll be going left side, which that does give us the unfortunate result of both runners are probably going to go to the left side.
All right, so there's 1, 2. The third is a small key here.
All right, and Bob is no longer with us because we had to keep the key off of the bonk lamp, but that's okay.
Chest number 4 is 20 rupees. 5 is a small key. All right, so nothing up to this point now. That's chest number 7.
I feel like this room doesn't have the big key all that often.
You know, you're right. I used to see it all the time in there in previous versions. Not so much in version 27 or 26 even.
Dude has entered Ganon's Tower, and he's picking up his not-so-amazing items on the right side.
Yep. And for AaronDobbe, that is 8 locations down. No big key yet.
So it looks like next stop, Randomizer room. Oh no, you got the Fire Snake room's got that chest in it. which I've seen it there before.
Alright, so looks like DududeDude is continuing on after picking up that key. Let's see if he decides to mirror out after this. And number 9 has nothing here. Into the rando room.
Oh, right, what's affectionately called the Dark Magician route, I believe?
Yes.
It would be mirroring out at this point, I believe, right?
And he's just going to continue on, so both runners taking the same route here, so it is going to come down to some Ganon's Tower execution here.
I believe that's what, chest 13?
Yeah, that is. We are now up to chest number 13. No big key yet.
Getting closer and closer to your call of vanilla location. Chad is asking why that one room I just mentioned is called the Randomizer room. It's called that because apparently speedrunners didn't know that room existed until Randomizer came into reality. So it's affectionately known as the Randomizer room, or the room that you go into only if you're playing Randomizer.
Alright, so that is 14 locations down. Still no big key. We are now into Ice Armos.
Here we go. Number 15's your call. Vanilla big chest. Oh, it's a mushroom.
Oh, it's a mushroom.
There's half magic.
Alright, that's 17 locations. We have the right side and tile room left.
Oh
Will
dear.
we see one of these runners gamble on tile room?
That's gonna be the only way. Not the only way. The only a good way for Dude to make a bunch of time up is if it's in tile room and he just does it first. As Chad is pointing out, if this was Key Sanity, I'd be a little worried that I'd have to go get that mushroom and go get Ganon's tower from the key from the witch. But thankfully, we're not playing Key Sanity.
Whew, AaronDobbe barely
That was
missing that
close.
That Wallmaster there.
Are they still wall masters when they fall from the ceiling?
I'm pretty sure.
They are called that.
Now, is your guess going to be correct?
Oh yeah.
Will it be in the compass room? Or will we have a tile room seed and a pedestal seed all in one? 20 rupees? 20 rupees?
Oh, there it is! It was next to it!
There we go. Chest number 20.
Number 20. Nicely done. All right, so Dude is thankfully not going to do tile room first, so...
Alrighty, so AaronDobbe getting ready to head up into the gauntlet. This is one heck of a race we got here, guys.
Absolutely. All right, so Aaron unlocked the big key door at 153.54. So let's see when Dude runs into that. Oh, and he hits the big key immediately.
It's a little bit more time he saved there.
Meanwhile, Aaron's going into the gauntlet. Nice first row.
Oh, and this... Oh, there we go. Assault Child giving him a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, these
And we're
rooms...
going to be about a minute behind now. Just under a minute. This is insane. DududeDude has made up so much time.
Yes, he's actually made up like about 11 seconds or so. He's less than a minute. Oh man. Oh man.
And this could come down to Aghanim execution, a Moldorm fall.
Absolutely. No, any kind of fall on Ganon or Moldorm is really going to change the tide. A Ganon fall is a massive change.
And
Nice
ALTTP
zero
getting
cycle.
that zero cycle.
Nicely done by Aaron there. Stealthos giving Dude some problems too.
Phew, this is a nail biter, folks.
Absolutely. Aaron in the 4 Wizrobe room. Oh, he just missed the one shot.
All right, that gives DududeDude a little bit more time than he can make up.
As Chad is pointing out, Dude had to double dip like so many more dungeons, and he's to come back to only under a minute behind.
Oh, and he misses that zero cycle.
And he does. And he got one of them, though.
All right, just needs one more slash on. There we go.
Meanwhile, Aaron gonna bomb open this wall outside of Moldorm 2 here. Gonna powder up here for some extra life. Grab the full magic decanter. I think that's what that's called.
Yeah. All right, and aside from that land mollusk fight, it's rather clean execution here from DududeDude.
Nice by Aaron. Nice Moldorm fight. Aaron not grabbing the last chest.
Alright, so it's gonna come down to Aghanim and Ganon for
Yep.
AaronDobbe.
Aaron entering at 157.28. See here, that's a nice setup for at least 2. That's 2. This is a little harder. I think that's only 1 for 3. Oh, that's 2 more, 4 and 5.
Barely misses the triple there.
There
And
it
there we
is.
have it. Gonna be Ganon execution, and
Oh,
DududeDude
God!
takes a fall to Moldorm.
Oh.
Oh.
Dude, the frustration slash is there.
All right.
And
And a bomb
it's-
upgrade in that validation chest.
And Ganon giving us some cheese facts. Always nice of him. I like cheese and bacon go pretty well together.
And just like that, we're going to be on to phase 3 here for AaronDobbe. Got to play it. It's got to not get hit by any of these bats in phase 4, and he should come out of this ahead.
Took a lot of damage there.
You know, DududeDude getting the double there.
Double.
And
That's
the
at least
triple.
2. Is that a triple?
That was a triple.
Nice. There it
we
is.
go. And DududeDude is going to be going into his Ganon fight. AaronDobbe just has to not fall, and this will be his race. All these teleports, oh my goodness.
Ganon wasting a lot of time for our runners today.
And there's hit number 1. Misses the torch glitch, but that's not too bad of a situation.
No, especially because he can get an extra shot in here.
Alright, he
he's
does get
low.
hit.
He doesn't have any items to heal himself, does he?
No, he does not.
Well, he's got to take this fight slow now. Oh, just missed Ganon there. What is
Here's
this,
shot
3 or
number
4?
3.
That's 3.
Oh, that's 4.
Oh, it is 4.
And that is AaronDobbe's race.
AaronDobbe holding that sword up high. He's going to cross the finish line any second now. There it is. And ladies and gentlemen, AaronDobbe finishing in first place with an official SRL time of 2 hours and 30 seconds.
GG to AaronDobbe. DududeDude is right on his heels.
Absolutely.
We'll probably wait for DududeDude to finish up here to get them both in here for an interview. What a fantastic race here.
Ooh, that was close. He's going to get double from that. Yep. Oh, that was a beautiful cannon fight. That was a beautiful cannon fight. Ladies and gentlemen, DududeDude is going to be crossing the finish line here in just a second or two. And there he is, and he finishes with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 1 minute, and 19 seconds. So under a minute behind
49
Aaron.
seconds apart.
49 seconds.
Holy cow.
Well, let's see if these guys will come in for an interview. It looks like we're going to have our runners join us.
All right. Wow, what a race there.
That was amazingly exciting. And we get to have a third one.
So we are joined now by DududeDude. Holy cow, what a race there, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted that it was as close a finish as it was.
Yeah,
Because
how
I figured Aaron. I figured, I could be wrong, of course, that Aaron actually picked up the mirror in Tower of Hera significantly sooner and might have known it was a pedestal seat significantly before it, and thus avoided double dipping ice palace in Tower of Hera.
Yeah, AaronDobbe actually, he's here with us now. Yeah, he actually went through and just finished off both dungeons while he was there the first time.
Yeah.
But also, AaronDobbe, welcome, congratulations on that
Congratulations.
race. Holy cow.
No, thank you. And GG to Dude. I can't believe that was that close.
49 seconds, guys.
Yeah. DududeDude, you made up a lot of time there. At one point, you were down by about 2.5 minutes. And that was, I think that, yeah, we're down about 2.5 minutes after killing Trinex. And you made up, almost 2 minutes worth of time there. That was insane.
It's slightly more had I not, taken a full small one, but
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, want to ask, what are your guys' thoughts on this wonderful seed that we had
Yeah.
here today?
it
Man,
was a
The seat was fine. I mean,
I really enjoyed it, actually. It was hilarious.
yeah, the seed was fine. It was fun. It was a little mean, but that's okay. I'm just super unhappy with some of the things I did.
Yeah, now, Aaron, I want to ask you about Ice Palace.
Yeah, I
The
bet you
magic
do.
there. I'm pretty sure that those 2 magic decanters that you pick up right before Cold Stare is enough to use Bombos once on.
Yeah, I know that now. I didn't know it at the time.
Yeah,
okay.
those are just barely enough.
I thought it was 3 that you needed, but no, I knew it was 2 after I cast it in the boss fight and realized how much magic I had left. That was a
Yeah.
bit of a facepalm moment.
Yeah, but I mean, aside from that, it seemed like all the plays that you had made, the routing that you made, all ended up being worth it in the end. Especially
Yeah.
routing in hobos when you
Yes.
were up there doing the double
Yes.
chest fairy there.
We were, at least I was thinking that was going to be the one thing that may trip you up, because you knew it was a pedestal seed way earlier, but a dude had actually gotten fake flippered, or actually he had walked on water to hobo and got that ether medallion way earlier.
Yeah, very happy I decided to route that in there near the end after checking the Pyramid Fairy. Yeah, it's so quick and easy to do that once you have the access and the mirror to get it. So I just decided to pick it up on a whim before heading up to where all the items were, and it worked out.
Right.
I never actually checked the Pyramid Fairy. One of the only things I didn't bother checking because it just didn't really figure into my route how things ended up being.
Yeah, there was some life in there and some other garbage.
A big red, if I remember correctly, it was a red rupee and a heart container.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Titan's Mitts on Hylia Lake, huh?
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I saw that and I was like, okay. And then I found the mirror, and then I eventually made my way over to the Tower of Hera and found the mirror, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go grab this. Certainly, this pendant in Tower of Hera can't need it at all, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Aaron here didn't go to Skull Woods for quite some time, so he was looking around for the flippers for a while.
Yep, that is true. I put it off, and I was a little worried when I found that the flippers were there, because I know there are two things that I put off way longer than anyone else does, it seems, and those are Eastern without bow and Skullwoods without fire rod. And
I definitely didn't go into Eastern without the bow this time around.
Yeah, definitely not this time.
And then I just want to ask DududeDude, with we're speaking of Skull Woods, was it just did you maybe miscount items in there at some point? I saw you go back looking at other chests.
By the time I went back there, I'd forgotten whether I had 2 items in there or not, so I figured I'd quickly check that one chest, and then I opened my inventory and noticed there was a missing map and compass at that point, and I was like, okay, so I have everything.
Okay.
So Chad is asking me, or us, to ask you, dude, about your shield. Because it got stripped from you by one of those plants. You never went back for it.
I mean, why would I? It's just a shield.
Right.
I was gonna say, both of you saw 2 shields. We're like, well, we're not grabbing those, and then got rid of your other shield, and it's like, who needs a shield, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I like having a fighter shield. I don't really care to have any upgrade past that.
Gotcha. Interesting. So why is that? Just out of curiosity.
It just makes some things easier. I can just face an enemy that's throwing a projectile at me and not have to dodge it. It just makes some execution a little bit easier.
Gotcha. So I'm looking over my notes to see what else I wrote down in here.
Now, one thing I do want to add here, this does bring the series up to a 1-1. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Game 3, that's going to be the day after tomorrow, same time, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, that is correct.
It's going to be the day after Christmas.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, any thoughts that you guys have going into that race? I mean, both of you put up fantastic shows in the first 2 races here of this bronze match. Any thoughts or anything going into that?
I don't know, I just hope to have a good time again.
Yeah. Man, if these first 2 races are any indication, I think the third one's going to be excellent, and I'm really looking forward to playing it.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. Well, but clearly a very good matchup.
All right, and then OPT, if you don't have anything else, do AaronDobbe, DududeDude, either of you have any final thoughts about this race, about the upcoming race, randomizer in general, anything?
And the only thing I noticed during this race is that for some reason Crystals was in the ISC room for a bit, and I should have known it was Pedestal Fire Rod at that point. That's all I'll say.
There you go.
Yeah, I did see a question in chat I wanted to address from Sports Hefe about left side swamp. Yeah, I went to the back of swamp first, skipped left side. I knew there was only one item there, and it was like soul wrenching to leave it there. But I felt so behind after wandering around in Ice Palace for like 5 minutes.
Well, as it turns out, the only thing you missed out on was an upgrade to your arrow capacity. So
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
was actually going through the exact same thought process, but I actually opted to go back in.
yeah,
I guess that would have made all the difference, really, if I hadn't gone back in a little
as
while.
it turns out, oddly enough.
yeah. And I'm just thinking, like, man, I have Super Bunny Cave, Hookshot Cave, and Turtle Rock all waiting for me. I need to go there instead
Yeah,
of
I felt-
going in here for one item.
Meanwhile, I felt like ages behind. That's why I was saying I was shocked that it was only this small of a gap. I was expecting your thought done while I was still clearing up Mystery Mire, and then after that, what I found to Vicky maybe, and then I was like, wait, why am I fighting Ganon and he still hasn't done? What is going on?
Yeah, I felt behind too, but there was like some kind of hope in the back of my head that I figured out it was a pedestal seed first, and based on the way it was laid out, that would have given me a pretty big advantage. And it sounds
Yep.
like that made up for any mistakes I made.
Yeah, basically.
If I remember,
The only place I pretty much didn't check before going for the pedestal was Sajrala with the green pendant, and at that point it was basically a choice between either doing the green pendant or doing the pedestal, and I figured the pedestal wastes way more time, let's just do that one.
if I remember correctly, and I'm looking at the clip, and yes, I do, the exact moment Aaron was using the book on the pedestal to determine it was a pedestal seed is the same time, dude, you jumped out of Tower of Hera without killing Moldar.
Oh no!
And we're like, wait,
Perfect.
no, dude, you need that!
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, there's a bunch of factors going in here that I could have done better, but I don't regret any choices I made.
I mean, regardless, it was extremely entertaining to commentate, to view as a viewer. It was fantastic.
I'm very glad to hear
Absolutely.
it.
Well, guys, good luck on Monday. Absolutely. Good luck to both of you. I'm excited to watch you guys one last time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yep, thank you very much.
All right, and I think with that, we will go ahead and get everything wrapped up here. Once again, guys, big shout outs here to AaronDobbe and DududeDude putting on a fantastic race for us today. Fantastic races throughout this tournament, and we will be seeing a round 3 for this bronze match. So, once again, please make sure you give both these guys a follow. They are fantastic racers. Also, big shout out here to my co-commentator OPT Lawyer, and OPT, I will leave the final words for today's race with you.
Well, for one, it's actually Tuesday, not Monday. So, but
That is true.
right, yeah. But again, guys, just an awesome race. And Ecos, thank you so much for co-commentating. It's been a blast. Everybody, have a good night, everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all the rest of it. Good night, everybody.
Have a wonderful holiday, everyone. See you later.
Yeah, happy holidays.